Go back down, turn the TV off. There we go, hello. If you're watching on Catch Up, hello. Just getting ready, I thought I'd have a little pop in, see if anybody wanted to ask me any questions. Which I think Steve's just finishing off now. Any minute now, a few people will pop in, say hello, I imagine, if they haven't had enough of it by now. I've been signing these all day. So, part of what I've been doing today, getting it all ready for the Gruffaloes to be going out. Hello Andy, nice to see you. Hello John. People popping in, so you haven't had enough yet then? Gluttons for punishment, are we? Hello Phil. Open. Would you mind passing me that box with the coins and stuff in it that I auction off? Hello Keith. Hands coins, hello Hannah. I think I've got a text from you, I haven't answered Hannah. Just put down there, that'd be great. I think I've got a text from you, I haven't answered. In fact, I've got about 15 texts I haven't answered. And I couldn't answer my phone today, and I couldn't answer any texts because I was trying to upload that video that you've just seen up there, but it's taken me over 6 hours to upload it. A bit of a nightmare. So I'm just tied up with my phone, walking around with my phone all day. I couldn't let it go off the screen, because if it goes off the screen, then I go back into it again and it comes up with an error. So I have to keep it current all the time, touch the phone, so it doesn't go off on standby. And I like to keep that walking around with that, doing everything, washing up, everything I've been doing all day. Work, signing, thingies. Been doing these as well today. But everything I've been doing, I have to have the phone with me. So I've been doing all these today, the new ones. Now, anybody, by the way, that bought the Peter Rabbit, or the Peter Rabbit packaging with the first letter of provenance one, if you want to send that back to me with your name and address, I will give you a proper one, or not a proper one of the new ones. You might want to keep the old one, but if you do, I'll quite happily do you one of these ones. All you got to do is send it back to me. I know it's mine, I know it's not full. Send it back to me with your name and address, and we'll issue one of these if you like. You know, you can pass that around, let everybody know. You know what I mean? Put an addressed envelope in, that'll help. Stick a stamp on it. So all the bandits are out then. Hello, Madeleine. So I've been doing those for the Gruffalo coins and the Gruffalo packaging and everything, getting all that ready. I know there was a bit of confusion earlier on, but if I was going to take away the extras from the Gruffalo packaging, I would let everybody know first. Because I did say that I would take them all away and then perhaps reduce the price of it. But so, but until I do that, whatever's on the listing page stands. So all of those auctions earlier on, where people bought the Gruffalo and that for the packaging, it will come with the extras that it says on the page. That's another job we've got to do, and I want to make, I want to make the job worth doing. One of the reasons for doing 3 earlier on was just to make it worth putting in the post, putting in a large envelope instead of just 1. Put 3 in an envelope makes it worth doing. So that's sort of one of the reasons right there. And the other reason is when I start doing them and I start putting all them parcels together, I want to do about 50 at once. It will save so much time if I can do 50 at once instead of every time I sell one, do a parcel. So we get all the stuff out, we do 50 or whatever at once, or 100 at once, whatever. Parcel them all up. So I want to get a load done, ready, so that we're, ready to go out. See? Watched about 5 minutes of your video, Ian. 506 10p's, and you call us bandits. Oh yeah, I'm the biggest bandit of all. Ian, when I send a t-shirt back for you to put the price on a framed signature, can you send me one? Can you send me one? What if you want to include that one as well, because you bought both of them, didn't you? So yeah, if that's what you're asking, if you want to include that one as well, and whatever I've missed off that, I'll get put on that. Just ask me, tell me whatever you want me to put on it, and I will happily do that. And if you want me to write any other message on either of the shirts, by all means, tell me, because being as you're sending it back, we might as well do anything you like. So anything else you want on there, just ask me and I'll get that done. If you want John's, Logan's, anybody else, just ask me. I'll get it done. A certificate, you got sidetracked. Didn't I put a certificate in? Can you send me one for the shirt from the Raw Mint? Got it. Yes, but if you put a note in, because you know what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be forgetting. So if you put a note in, Hannah, yeah, absolutely. Put that in, and I will put you. And have you had any more shirts? Hi Chris, nice to see you too. Warren, hello. Sorry Warren for earlier on. It's actually when I texted you and said, my head is going like at 1,000,000 miles an hour. That video that I've just put up, I don't know if you've had a chance to have a quick look at that. You probably haven't. No, don't blame me really. But that one I just put up, that is a classical example of how fast my head goes sometimes. From the moment I walked up to that counter with that bit of chocolate that I bought and saw the coins in the till as she was giving the change, my head just raced. It was like a computer going, and then all these questions were popping up all over the place in my head. So I do apologise about today. I have a tendency to keep Amy going more than she can handle sometimes. Not changing your mind. Yeah, you see, I forget that I've already said something, because I'll say something, pass it on. Right, that's out of my head now. I don't need to retain that information because I've already passed that on to Amy, or I've already passed that on to so-and-so. And then sometimes I forget what I've passed on, and then I think of something else, and I go, oh. So, I just need slowing down. I just need telling, look, hold on, you ain't going to offend me. I promise you that. You ain't going to offend me by texting me. Amy does it all the time. She'll tell you. You ain't going to offend me by just saying to me, look, Ian, give me half an hour, or give me a bit of moment, or I've got too much on today, or I've got too much on for the next 2 hours, or anything like that, because I'm forgetting what's going on. I'm forgetting what's going on over there in the background. I'm already at work doing something else. I'm sitting there like I was today, busy, as it were, signing a load of these for the Gruffalo and everything for the coin and the packaging. And I'm just, it's all right for me. I'm sitting there busy, merrily away, sign, You know, it's like watching paint dry, one after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other, and then I'm thinking things. And I'm going, oh, I know what, I'll just text Amy, boom, 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 whilst I'm trying to upload the thing. Signing away, lose track of what I'm doing, lose track of the time. Oh, I know, I'll just text Amy. Forgetting what I've already told her to do, you see what I mean? So I do apologise, I do get a bit like that sometimes. It's difficult to slow my head down. Here's one of my favourite rods. I'm a rocker. It's got to be talking about Warren there. Absolutely. I think Warren's great as a mod. You see, the way my head goes, I was talking to John about this, the way my head goes, put these away, the way my head goes, right, I've already seen, by looking at what I've been looking at with Warren, with Steve, with John Gamble, with Hannah, and how everybody's got their own sort of way about them. And everybody that has got their own sort of, you'll know what I mean. They've got their own something or others, right? And I can instantly see my edge going. We was talking about this, me and John. We was likening it back to the days of Radio Caroline and all that, because we're old enough to remember sort of them days a bit. Him more than me, because he's older than me. But we sort of remember them days a bit. And you have people like Terry Wogan or whoever it might be at the time. You know, may not have been Terry Wogan, maybe other disc jockeys. Name a couple, John. Who would have been on Radio Caroline and all that?
Oh God, was Simon D on there? Kid Jensen.
Kid Jensen, maybe, and Johnny Walker, and Diddy Hamilton, was it?
Yeah, Diddy
David, Kenny Everett, all those people, right? They were all unknown. They were all just, you know, just normals, just like every day, right? And it took off. And then when the Pirates closed down, all the thingies snapped them up. And my head goes like that. And I see these different people, I see what they've got to offer, and I look at it like an untapped resource, because I see a lot further than what maybe they see, or even what other people see. I see like there's something in them that you sort of see that together. They get their own following, is what I see. And I see doing their regular slots, like John, he does his slot on a weekend normally, and one thing and another. But I see that these individual people will start to get their own following, and then they'll start to build their own channels, and their own channels will get bigger, and then they'll be able to do lives on their own channels. I mean, they can, if they still want to, do lives on our channel, but they may not want to, because once they can do lives on their own, they may just do it on their own. But if they want to continue doing it on mine, I would love to keep them. You know, I see that as a something that could be built, you know, and even if they've got their own channels, they could still come on and do someone else if they wanted to. And then their following would just sort of, they'd have people tuning in at regular times. You know, if there was someone doing a slot from 10 at night till 12 at night, even though most of us might be in bed, that person would still get a following. So would the person at 2 o'clock in the morning get a following. I sort of see all that. I think it's brilliant. I think they're all doing amazing. I think it's fantastic. And I just see that their viewers, you know, are going to go up and up and up and up and up. So there you are, that's what I think. Radio who? Radio Caroline Lofter. Oh my goodness, you must be of the younger generation. Hello, Cal. Ian, you've sent me texts and messages via text but won't download. Can you send them via WhatsApp to see if that works? Oh, did I? Okay, I'll have a look at that. Chris Spree says it was a tricky one today for Warren and Amy. Respect to them and no disrespect to anyone else, but it was coming at them from all directions. They managed it. They did it though. When does Talkathon start? Tomorrow. After Radio Caroline, it was an illegal radio station broadcast from a ship. Yep, just outside the boundary of the UK in what's called international waters. Scott says, hi Ian, just watched your video and left a comment. Thanks, Scott. I think I've got a text from you as well. I'm 33, so not that young. Oh, okay. 33 though, that would take you to... Oops, I have actually got to take this call because I've promised him about 4 times, so please bear with me. Hello, Matt. Hello, Matt. Yeah, not bad, thanks. I'm on the live, but I've just apologised to everyone. I said I need to take your call, so... No, it's me, mate, not you. I've been putting you off all day.
What it is, I made an order for British Island,
Yeah,
and he sent me all the correct coins, but I paid, I don't know, I bought one 10p,
yeah.
and I asked for the 2008 Lion, and you have sent me a 1992 Lion, and I paid, what was the
Okay, so what you... yeah, got you. So what you're short is a 2008 Lion 10p.
yeah, that's all, yeah, that's the one I need, and you sent me the 1992.
Yeah, no worries. That's a mistake we've made. Sorry about that, Matt. Just give me your last name.
It's Cross, CROSS.
And are you on our system as Matthew or Matt?
Matt,
M-A-T-T.
yes.
Okay, and that's all it is. It's just that one.
Yeah, it's just that one pal, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Leave that with me, and I'll speak to Logan now, and we'll get that shipped out to you. And as for that other one, you just keep that other one. That was our mistake. So you just do what you like with that other one.
Alright, well, thank you for that. I'm glad that it wasn't a problem.
Oh no, absolutely not. Never is. Not with us.
I'm glad to watch that video, and I do know what you were saying about the 10Ps.
Yeah.
I think what they've done is they've linked it more for 2020, maybe. And they're just like, no, nah, they haven't. It's just me that being weird. Yeah, so I'll just leave that.
That's the thought.
On the video, I can't comment. You can't comment on the video.
Why?
I don't know, there's no comment field for it.
No. Won't let anybody comment on it. I wonder why that is.
Alright.
I'll have a look. And I'll mention that as well. Thanks, Matt.
Well, thank you for sending that coin out. And I wish you all the best for your auctions.
Thanks very much, Matt. Glad you've joined us. Cheers.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Bye-bye. Apologies. I've been putting him off all day. Logan, we've messed up a little bit on an order. So if you could take care of it. And that's what he's on the system as. Yeah. There is one out there, I know there is. There's a few. Right, sorry about that. 24 people. So, was all the rage my day? Oh yeah, I forgot we was talking about that. The boat Rook Rocked was based on the pirate radio station. Yeah, it was made down here. And some friends of, they're not friends of mine really, I know them, but they're friends of Fran more. And them and their children were in it. And then they were also in the Dunkirk one that they made down here. Really took in the age of the pirate radio station. Yeah, it was great. No, you're more than welcome, Max Collins. Apologies, we messed up. So, you know, it happens. But at the end of the day, if we mess up on a package, we don't have to do a lot of packages. So it's no wonder that we have one or two get messed up now and again. But we try not to mess up, of course. But if we do mess up, we fix it. Yeah, so, you know, what do you think? Those of you that have watched that video, so what do you think? Where do they come from? Where do those 10p's come from? By the thousands that are coming out of their tills. Do they come from the ones they've held them back and not delivered them, that they've paid to be delivered from the Treasury? Or have they minted more? But they can't possibly have put 210,000 of every single letter into circulation, because to go into circulation surely means it's come out of the factory, it's gone on a lorry and it's gone to the cash centres. Surely that's what that means. Hi Matt, nice to see you. Coins and more there. Coins and more. He had a little tweak of our YouTube for us, which was really nice of him. I'm ever so grateful for that, Matt. Thank you. And so So we've got like a featured coin tubers thing now. So that's brilliant. So yeah, you know, there's only two ways it can be. It can't, you know, people can say that I talk hot air and all that sort of stuff, but logic dictates, and logic dictates that you can only either hold them back or you can make more. They have to get there from somewhere, and it's not from where they say they're getting them from, because it's no way is it normal delivery from a bank or a post office like they said it is. I noticed the new header, etc. looks well posh. Yeah, that's thanks to Matt from Coins and More. So, what do you think? Have you been in? What do you think of the way that we've been doing things at the moment? Have you been enjoying the auctions? And now that I've owned up to the entire plan from the moment I walked in a mint, and what I saw at the end of it, which is where we are now with the auctions and the coins, I didn't foresee using the other coins. I hadn't thought of that. That took one of you bandits to actually bring that my attention, or a couple of you, to make me think, oh yeah, why not? Same value, why not? But the plan of getting from that point on that Friday afternoon to this point now, and using the A to Zs, and not only getting them off all the tubers that were there, but also getting them off you. What do you think to that, do you think that was a good plan? Do you think that was well executed? I think A to Z mintage figures correct for what they officially put into circulation, says Chris, via official route, but I believe they have a stockpile they keep for themselves. Yeah, but then that means that 210,000 are not going into circulation, because if they have a stockpile, and you know, that's extra on top. Officially, RM has to get coins from the same source as the bank, etc., but I believe this is done by a paper transaction in accounting known as a paper trail transaction, and they take them from their stockpile. Therefore, technically, got it, yeah, technically they're coming from the post office or the bank that's issuing the invoice, but actually in reality they're coming from their own vaults. Still naughty, very naughty. Watch your video on the Royal Mint A to Z 10 pence. I asked in 3 or 4 places for 10 pence, like banks and post offices, and they said, says Lee Whitehouse, they've not come across one 10p in a long time. Sorry about the spelling. Don't worry about spelling. Who cares about spelling? These coins do not exist and are not included in mintage. And see, there's all sorts of theories now, isn't there? It's like the theories now that we've uncovered all of this, the theories will just, you know, it'd be immense. Would somebody mind sharing Andy Walton's link for him, please? If anybody's got his link, that would be great for his charity bike ride. Ian, your bag of coins behind look like they're going to fall over. What bag of coins? No bag of coins behind me. They all look like they're going to fall over. You want to see the amount of piles of coins. Coins and More says the featured coin tubers list updated about section and video descriptions. Links to Ian's other social media and the website are also linked to the channel on the homepage. I was more than happy to help. Brilliant. Oh, by the way, Matt, our Twitter is at TGBCH1, the number 1, at TGBCH1. I suppose I'm cheekily asking you to add that, can I? Depends how you define circulation. Coming out of the till is still entering circulation. Yes, there's a very good argument to be had for that. So where do they come in the figures? Have they been held back and therefore not put on the lorry and not delivered after, and therefore they've held them back? Or have they made more? If they've kept them off the lorry and they've held them back, then they haven't fulfilled the contract of putting 210,000 into circulation. What they've done is fulfilled the contract of putting X amount into circulation and give an X amount to a private business. That's what they've legally done. They haven't put them into circulation, they've passed them on to a private business to put them into circulation. Or have they minted more? In which case, that's not 210,000. Either way, there has to be an answer. To my left, I think. Oh, well, you're looking at through the mirror. Yeah, all that lot, that's all over there. That's all the shelving system. With just full of the everyday stuff that goes out, the stuff that sells every day, day after day after day. I know my local post office worker, and he admitted he received 2 £100 bags of sealed bags of alphabet 10p coins, says Matt from Coins and More. He did not even give me a chance to ask before telling me he was keeping them all. There's an awful lot of people within the industry, because more and more people have been educated to what the value of coins are. What would you do? What would any one of you do if you worked in a bank or a post office and there was a bag, full bag, you know? Let's not try and think every single one of you is going to go, oh no, I won't take that. That wouldn't be fair. Most of us, me included, would go, I've got £100 in my bank account. I'll buy that. Take it home. Do the Royal Mint publish the number of proof coins sold? They're starting to, Keith, because of the pressure that we put up. We put a lot of pressure on them for the fact that they mint so many of these bunce packs, and they don't legally have to give a mintage figure. So they can make as many as they want. Everybody talks about the Kew Gardens 210,000, but actually it's around about, or closer to, 450,000. It's double, more than double. More than double. They sold more than they put into circulation. You all think, oh, there's 210,000 out there. There ain't 210,000 out there. There's 500,000 of them out there. 500,000 Kew Gardens, and it still retains the value that it has. So, we are. It's terrible like that is.
I don't think it's good for the eyes.
So let's have a little cheeky auction. Do you fancy a little cheeky auction? Have you come in for an auction, or do you want to just chat and forget the auctions or anything like that? I just thought I might have a little cheeky one while we're in here. I can count it down. I don't expect anybody to be out there doing modding and things like that. People have had a hard day. So, we'll have a little cheeky auction. I will put up, now, I explained earlier on, didn't I, why I put up 3 of the Gruffalos packaging. It's just because I want to get something going with them. I want to make up a load of them all at the same time. I'm going to make it better on the package. I ask my bank every time I go in if any old or discontinued coins have been cashed in. See, that's also worth doing. You know, it's worth everybody going to the post office and asking for some 10p's. And it's worth Ron Zacapa is my friend now. In reference to your hard day's work. And do Westminster coin counter circulated? Well, you know, I think once upon a time, a long time ago, I think you could say there's a difference between circulated and uncirculated, because people didn't buy as much as they buy now. They didn't buy coins like they did now. I don't have to understand coin collecting hobbying as such per se, but what I do understand was there wasn't as many people buying it years ago, buying it just from the backs of magazines and stuff. Now you're all buying it on a daily basis. You just go onto eBay, you go onto Dragon Lord's Coins, go onto the Great British Coin Hunt, Change Checker, wherever you go, Royal Mint, and you just go boom, boom. None of this hassle about filling in forms in the back of newspapers and putting your details in them. It's all exploded, totally exploded. So in the old days, you couldn't really take the difference between circulated and non-circulated into it that much. Really, it didn't really matter in some ways, in some of them. But as it started exploding, of course it does matter, because then they go making more than they put into circulation, and being very crafty and quiet about it. So let's have a nice little cheeky auction of 3 of those Gruffalo packages with all of the extras that I've mentioned. All of the extras. Right, 3 of them. So you're going to get 3 of them. 3 COAs, 3 packaging and 3 lots of extras. Right, and let's have a little 1 coin opening bid. And, let me know. Tell me what you think. If you've watched the video, tell me what you think. Do you like the plan? Do you think A to Z coins would be as valuable as me? Obviously not, because if you did, you wouldn't be using them to use as bidding chips. Have you ever thought about coin auctions and using the Super Chat as payment system? We did do the Super Chat as payment system at first, Matt, but with 30%, losing 30%, that's a bit much. However, I have got things in mind. And Warren, I desperately need to talk to you. Haven't been able to catch up with you at all. So sorry. Been really busy. But I do need to talk to you because I've got some ideas that I want to talk to you about and stuff. Phil Corbett's bid 1 for the 3 lots of Gruffalo packaging with COA and, more importantly, with all the extras that are on that page. So we'll get 3 lots of extras. The whole package is worth a couple of £100. Dragon Lord, hang on Ian, my 21 even in A to Z is a steal for the 21 for the £100 investment auction I won. Absolutely. If you won a £100 investment for 21 coins, and I put those 21 coins aside and bring those out in, say, a month or 2 and sell them at £5 each, or 6 months and sell them at £5 each, then I'm going to get £105 back. So I've still made an extra £5. If they happen to be letters I sell for more money, then I get more than the £100 back. So I don't lose. You don't lose, I don't lose. You've got a phenomenal bargain, a bargain that you can talk about from now till the end of the world. At the same time, I ain't lost out of it. It's not as big a bargain for me as I'd like. I'd like that to have gone for 50 or 100 coins, to be honest. But no matter, if that had gone for 50 coins, I'd have had it right off. It's gone for 21 coins. I won't lose money on it. And there's a link to check the extras included. Thanks so much, Warren. Yep, and I was only trying to raise the auction to a sensible number. Touch, as you would say. Absolutely. What a touch. What a touch. He's had a right touch. And again, it's the idea of being, it's what all this bandit things all come about on. It's like, I call you bandits because you are bandits. I'm a bandit. I like a good deal. You like a good deal. And, at moments like this, because we're there and we haven't taken off yet, we've got 30 watchers. But, trust me, that will go up to 300. We'll be coming on here, we'll be doing lives, and there'll be 3,000 one day. If the rate that we're going up in subscribers is anything to go by, that's not me being big-headed either. Yes, mate.
I sent Amy the email, or rather I responded to an email of hers. She gave me a winner, so I gave her the information you gave me. But she says she's responded and said that she doesn't know what the coins are. She doesn't know what the prize is. All I know is it's 30 uncirculated coins.
Yeah, I'll explain it to her a bit better. I mean, I haven't obviously explained what I spoke to you about earlier to Amy yet, because she was busy at the time, and so was I. So if you want to print that one off with that name that she's given you.
It's Warren.
Oh, is it Warren?
Yeah.
All right then, we'll print that one off for Warren, and then we can put that one together. We know that's his, and I need to explain it to her a bit more.
Okay.
I do not call you a bandit, Ian. I call you Robin Hood. Ah, well, that's very kind of you, John Benson. We was going to have a catch up, weren't we, by the phone? I got a £250 investment for 65 coins. Yes, it's 65 coins. If If you was to, let's just do this for ease of maths, value those coins, whatever he sends me, at £5 each, for example, that's 300, 5 5's 25, 325 quid. If you value them at £4 each, that's 4 6s are 24, 4 5s are 20, £260. So, you know, it depends where you are on it. But for him, for Ron M, a £250 investment for 65 coins, like Steve, what a touch. He's had it off. But so have I. I haven't lost out of that. We auctioned this earlier and it went for something like 60 coins, so it's a steal with one coin. There you go. Hello, Starbucks from California.
You gave me a bit of paper to pay somebody.
We're good, thanks very much. Still had under 200.
Where's it gone?
View my trial. Is that for your video? Have a look at Scott Donaldson's video. I don't think I'm Robin Hood. I'm a friend of John Gamble. Any friend of John Gamble's is a friend of ours. Andy bids 5 for the Gruffalo, 6 for the Gruffalo, says Phil. Warren won with 30 coins. Well done, Warren. See, I ain't losing. I'm very shrewd. And I've been honest about it all the way through. And even better than that, so is that absolutely, and I, you know, no one can ever point a finger in the future. Before you've even bid for the coins, I told you that I value the coins more than you do. Told you that. Told you what I value the coins at, and still you're bidding. So that must mean you think you've got a good deal. And if you think you've got a good deal, and I think I've got a good deal, who loses? But surely he gets 375 in 2 years, yeah, but I get over £300 now, don't I, when I sell those coins? I sell this stuff on a daily basis. That shelf isn't there because I sell 6 coins a day. I don't employ 5 people because I sell 6 coins a day. These coins that I'm taking as payment,
oh, I know where it is.
these are coins that I need. That's why I value them higher, because I need them, I want them. You know, if somebody sends me a puddle duck because I've got it in the list and I end up getting a couple of puddle ducks, that's a few more puddle ducks I can use to send off for advance orders. You know, I'm also not daft. I sent you 70 A to Z uncirculated for Silver Rabbit today. I'm happy with that. They worth more to you than me, so it swings. Yeah, exactly, says Keith. Exactly. So he's paid 70 for a silver-proof Peter Rabbit. If you value the, I don't know what, oh, he says A to Z. So if you value those coins at £3 each, for example, 70 times £3, that's £210. So I've sold a Peter Rabbit for £210. How can I not be pleased with that? I couldn't get £210 for a Peter Rabbit if I sold it cash. You need to make sure you stay in your business for 2 years now, Ian, so I get my return. Well, what is it I always say, Ron? I say, hold up, have a stop, have a cup of tea, have a think about it, have a little think. This is not me being condescending or rude or sarcastic in any way or any of those things, or big-headed. 3 months ago, 4 months ago, what did we have? I mean, they'll tell you, they know better than I do, something like 400 subscribers, whatever it is. Here we are now with 3,000 subscribers. Every coin jockey that comes on, they haven't got 1 million viewers, no, all right. But every jockey that comes on has got a following. There is always at least 20 people following any coin jockey that comes on. Now I think for a brand new channel and all the rest, or brand new way of doing things like that, to have a following like that of 20 people immediately with nothing else.
What reference do you want on that?
Just TGBCH.
And you're going to get an OTP.
Hannah says, or is this the one going in circulation, not around to sending yet? What we're doing now, the Gruffalo, yeah, the Gruffalo is. That's the one that's going into circulation that we haven't got round to sending yet. And my dad's down into Bournemouth he's down on a 14 days holiday, 10 days holiday, and he's really ill, and I haven't been able to get over there all week, so I'm getting over there this weekend. How I'm going to manage that, I don't know, because I'm supposed to be doing handling this 24-hour live. But I've got to be able to do that before he goes home, so I've got to make time to do that as well. But I have been, as you can see, because I showed you a little while ago, everybody, and for those that didn't see, I have been today signing, dating, numbering all the certificates. So I'm getting ready to send them out. This is another reason why I've been doing some of these Gruffalo ones, is because I'm getting ready to send them out. So I'd like to do lay a load out of everything that's going, and then package them all up in one go, get it out like a little bit of a conveyor belt. That's how we like to do it when we've got a lot. So if I've got a lot of sales for the same thing, or a lot of posting for the same thing, I can get it on a bit of a conveyor belt over a few days. So that's what I'm looking at doing. Just watched your A to Z video. Ian Will said I left a comment. Nice to see you. Jamie Marriott, the Chief Gold Bandit, now he is. Yeah, that's a title that won't be get taken away from him for quite a while. I watched the video last night from September. It was like less than 2,000 subscriptions. Wow, yeah, it is. It's growing very fast. Bid clocked of 11 coins with Chris Spree. Anyone else? Chief Gold Bandit says laughter. Anyone else coming with a higher bid than that? Sold for 30 coins apparently earlier. What was it, 60? Did you say 60, I think? So, I'll count that one down. Of course, if I get to 0 and someone comes in after I've got to 0, we're just going to have to discount the bid. Don't know any other way of doing it, alright? 13 bid. 60 around that mark, yes, says Warren. Thank Warren. So, as the Mint stopped the A to Z postcard transaction in, I've got no idea. Only one of our members who might have seen that might be able to tell us. So, we're at 13 bid from Dragon All Coins, counting it down, 20, 19, 18, us small guys need to stick together, 17, 16, 3 times roughly, 16, packaging, with extras, 16 bid, 20, 19, 18, with extras, sold 2, 4. Thanks mate, have a nice weekend.
Yeah, and you?
Right, now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All and every of the payments you wanted paid have been done.
They've all done.
Yeah.
Brilliant, fantastic.
Mallet and Scott.
Oh, brilliant, Scott as well. That's fantastic. All right, Scott, we've sent you some money. I think if you're still watching, so you've been sorted out as well. Got your package. Thank you very much. What we bidding on, Ian? Hello, Mr. G. We are bidding on. Beg your pardon there. Nice to see you. Sorry, I was chirping away. Hello, Disney Princess. We're bidding on 3 lots of Gruffalo packaging, right, with the certificate of authenticity. So your COAs, with all of the extras that I put on that page. Remember from that mental weekend, and I put all them extras on the page and said, yeah, we'll sell these for 25 quid each, but we're going to chuck in all these extras. So all the extras that are listed on that page, which Warren put up a link for a minute ago, come with it. So it's 3 lots. So it's 3 lots of the packaging, 3 lots of the extras, 3 lots of the COAs, all of that, just for the packaging. Got it? Just, oh, fillet steak, nice, nice. Well, you better start concentrating, Mr. G. I'm going to put a couple of things up you might be interested in. Right, so we'll get straight in there. So be prepared to just disturb yourself having that steak. Evening Ian, over 100 coins on the way to you, should be with you Monday. Thank you very much. So we have now got a bid of, and one of these sold earlier on for 60 coins, Mr. G. This is in coins, this one. I do want the cash next, but this is in coins. 16 bid by Chris Spree, and we're counting down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. And these are the coins you can bid in. By the way, Mr. G, if you've got your phone there, I don't know if you'd probably be watching me on your phone. And if you're watching me on your phone, do that thing where you click 2 buttons and take a screenshot. And take a screenshot of that. Now you know what coins, when in the auctions, when we're bidding on coins, you'll know exactly what coins we're bidding on. Just in case you've got a shed load of spares and you want to turn them into something a bit nice. So have a little screenshot of that. Hopefully you've got it. Sorry to disturb your steak. A sheet of 30 coins is a sheet of uncirculated coins, 30 of them, with a note to say how much we sell them for on our website. Steve bids 17, I saw it. Okay, thanks Warren. Counting down from, so Steve Fraser, Dragon Lord Coins, wins at 17 so far. Sold for 60 coins earlier on. Just missed. There you go. No problem, Mr. G. Anything for you. Say when you've got it, and I'll hold it up until you've got it. Hey? Oh yeah, but then you get behind on the live. Which is no good for an auction. Done. Excellent. Nice one. Enjoy steak. I do like a bit of fillet steak. It's the only steak I can eat now with my teeth. So we was then back to BBC Watchdog. I haven't got the time, that's the only thing, Matt. 17 we bid. So it's all them coins. Any of them coins we bid 17. This went for 60 coins earlier on, which both me and Steve thought was cheap. 1 kilogram was £9 here. Wow. Okay, so continuing the bids, we're down from 17 and I'm counting from 20, 19, and Steve's winning with 17, 18, 19, 18, 17. Starbucks, nice one. Thank you very much. Have a lovely evening yourself. 16. Tell all your mates at work about us, Starbucks. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. The next one I'm going to give you 10, 9. How would you like a block buy of 10 Gruffalos coins with a COA? That'd be 250 quid's worth, won't it? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Take the balls up. 5, 4. Phone's not back yet, is she?
No.
Thank you, I will. I've shared on Facebook and will again. Take care. Thanks ever so much, Starbucks. Nice. 4, so 3, 2, 1, 0. So Steve Fraser wins that on 17 coins. What a touch, Steve. I'll be getting these all ready next week. Steve Fraser for 17 coins. So I will. Where's the box that we put in what they bought? This one, this first one.
The one with more stuff in it. That's your new.
Yeah, so if I sort of put it at the back there, and I'll do one for each person. Okay, that's cool. Nice one, well done, Steve. What a touch. What a touch. Right, if you're okay doing the auctions, I will bid you all good night and see you tomorrow for the 24 hours. Yes, please. Thanks, Warren. And let's catch up, mate, soon. I'm ever so sorry, but let's catch up soon. Right, so I'll tell you what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you a block of 10 of this could rebound on me now big time, but I'm hoping it doesn't. So I'm going to give you a block of 10. I'm going to try and suck it and see, and if I don't like the taste, I will not suck it again. Right, I'm going to give you a block of 10 Gruffalos with the old, what's it, Jobby what's it, right, thingy Jobby what's it, the old certificate, 10 of the coins, block of 10, remember we're doing 1,000 of these altogether. It was 750, it was 1,000 now. So I needed some so I could do some extras in this and also put some extras out. So we're putting up a block of 10 with the COAs, everything. Obviously not the extras, the prints and all that, because that was for the packaging. This is just serious. Block of 10, 250 quid's worth. So, do I hear an opening bid? Who wants to go in there with a decent opening bid? Start where you like. I'll post yours tomorrow, plus an envelope with 21 in it, read the investment auction. Yep, yeah, that's it, with an envelope, let me know, yeah, brilliant. Yeah, you can mix and match, put more in the envelope, that's fine, absolutely fine. As long as, like Steve, Dragon Lord Coins, you put notes in, etc., letting us know exactly what that stuff is. Because we have had a few where we've opened the envelopes and there's coins and we don't know, got no notes or nothing. Steve's in with a £50 bid, there we go, this is cash. This is cash. Sorry, block of 10. Which coin, says Jamie Marriott? This is the Gruffalo with a COA, Jamie. The one that we do at $24.95. And remember, once we launch, we're going to double the price up to $49.95. Remember, we've always promised that. Just like the Peter Rabbit, it will go up to $49.95 for people after we've launched. So this really is, considering we're close to launching, and I think our official date is tomorrow, isn't it? So after tomorrow, I think they go up. Come Monday, they'll go up to $49.95, I think. And then, so you're in now with an incredible thingy. Remember, we sold all the Peter Rabbits, 50 quid each. Right, so you got a block of 10 of them, which at the moment is worth 250 quid. But funny enough, come Monday, that block of 10 makes my bid a paltry £5 each. Exactly, because come Monday, they're going to go up to 50 quid each. As promised, to protect everybody's investment as well. And then from there, they can go up at whatever price they want on eBay or wherever. I'm not worried after that. I get to prove the point and everything comes to pass that I said. So, and you get to make money. Which is essentially why I'm here, for us to benefit and you to make money. If you make money, I'll make money. So who else is in? Because if Steve wins this, he will get it for that. You can't pick your numbers, not having all that. I've got to do a lot of thingy work. That's why all the others we've put numbers on. So people can pick their own numbers, and remember, once each one launches, the price doubles every time. As promised from the very first one. Jamie Barrett, the Chief Gold Bandit, if you win these, you may be able to trade them with someone for gold. That's a good point, that is. But I imagine we've tapped Jamie Marriott out of cash at the minute. Even the Chief Bandit's got to run out of money. So you're looking at 250 quid worth of kit right now. It will be 500 quid worth of kit on Monday. What's it worth to you? Mr. G, hurry up and finish that steak. You should be in on this. You really should. Do they come from Westminster Blue Cards initially or Bunks packed? Does it make any difference? What difference does it make where they come from? Don't get that. Actually, in this case, they're out of change checker because Warren did the unpackaging of them. But I don't know how that makes a difference. Today, Steve was unpackaging raw mint, packaged Stephen Hawkins, just to prove a point with the raw mint. But then Steve's like that. So am I. Global Hunter's in at £60. You took your time, didn't you? Where you been? Just wondering more than anything. That's fine, Laughter. No worries at all. Don't know where you've been, Global. I thought you'd have been straight in there with like 150 quid bid or something. So remember, and any of these Gruffalos, by the way, if you want to buy into the Gruffalos and the COAs and all the rest of it, they're going up on Monday. They're going to double in price on Monday. So if any of you want to support this and get in and support it and get yourself another couple of Gruffalos, then get in there. I'm not concentrating, says Mr. G. Well, at least you're being honest. Now stop it and pay attention, Mr. G. Right, so the Gruffalo, you know the ones we put into circulation, we did the Peter Rabbit, and we did them at 50 quid, we sold out of them. So we're doing it again with the Gruffalo, we're putting 1,000 Gruffalos for free into circulation, and we're selling 1,000 Gruffalos at $24.95. And we've always said that we'll sell them at $24.95, and then when we launch them, and the launch is when we start sending them out, right, that's our launch, we start sending them out to the volunteers to put into circulation, and we send them to the people that have bought them. Once we launch, that's when we double the price to $49.95, like the Peter Rabbit, because the price is always that price. It's just that we half it to give all the bandits and all our customers like you the chance to buy into it early, you know, because these will be valuable. It turns the things on their head a bit, and there's all sorts of arguments as to whether it's silly, good, bad, indifferent or ugly, but one cannot deny that it worked with Peter Rabbit, and therefore if I proved it worked with Peter Rabbit, then all of you must see, I know what I'm talking about, and it's going to work with a Gruffalo. There's no reason why it won't. And so that's what the auction is for, a block of 10. 10. And the block of 10 will be a consecutive block of 10. I won't go anywhere near coming out with numbers, but I will say, because I'll write it down, a consecutive block. Now that has got to that's got to push the value up in it. I'll give you a consecutive block of 10. Block of 10 Gruffalo with COA coin. Consecutive block of 10 Gruffalo with COA coin. Right? 10 consecutive numbers. So, this is a cash auction. No, I haven't seen what a new strike your own is. Where do I pay if win? Is it through the site? Yep. Not for points, no vouchers from anybody. Cash auction, remember, points are for buying stuff off the site. We're not doing that anymore. So, cash only, payable through the admin link on the site. And you know the admin link on the site. For those of you that don't, go to our website, thegreatbritish.com, click on the upgrades button, and then you will see a link that says admin do not bid unless instructed to do so. And that is where you pay for something like this, and I will write your name down here, and I will expect to see that payment, and if that payment is made, it will be assigned to you, and they'll all be assigned to you. Thank you, Logan. I'll see you on Monday. And they'll all be assigned to you, and we'll do you a block of 10 consecutive numbers. Wallace and Gromit might be to strike your own next week. I have a fair few orders from the Mad Weekend, plus even more ephemera, laugh out loud. I'm going to arrange a cupboard just to hold all these circulated coins and packaging. Global Hunter needs a trunk too. That's cool. Here is some fun, Steve. £100. We have a £100 bid from Scott Donaldson. See? You are all going to do so well out of this. Not only are we going to be able to stick it, not only are we going to be able to give coins away for free to people all over the country, but you and I am going to earn money doing it. It's not going to be a loss-making situation. We're all investing in it, and our investments, they are already starting to pay out, you know. And to go from I can't forget what the figure was now, 400 or 500 subscribers up to 3,000 is a bit mental. Got a challenge going on with Matt from Coins and More. If we hit 3,250 by the end of the coinathon, Matt will do a whole live in drag, full drag, makeup, hair, everything. If we don't hit 3,250 subscribers, I've got to give him 250 quid. But in points, I'm not daft. But I'm banking on us hitting 3,250. That's what I'm banking on. Try and see my dad tonight if I can. Global Hunter's in at 110. If you paid more than 250 quid for this, it would be worth it, because you cannot go on the site and buy a block of 10 because they're not numbered. And that wasn't on purpose, it was just we didn't do it. On the others, we have done it, so you can go to the others and you can buy a block of 10, a block of 20, a block of 30, whatever you want, block of 2, but you can't do it on the Gruffalo. So this is your only way of guaranteeing a block of 10. How often do they change the strike your own? I think every so many weeks or every so many days. I think you should do drag also, Ian, says Phil. Well, there's the thing. I'll tell Fran that. It varies, Disney Princess, typically 3 months, but they're doing 3 in the last 3 months of this year. Okay. There's a lot of people thinking that they're going to do either a Christmas one at Christmas, or they're going to do Kew Gardens at Christmas, or something like that. I have absolutely no idea. So the bid is now 110 with Global Hunter. And I'm just going to go and get a cigarette, and you lot bid. Mr. G, I don't know why you're not in here. You wait until the last minute, are you? Have a little bid up. As soon as I come back in, I'm counting it down, and that's it. How's the most beautiful woman in the world? Right then, you bandits. I am so going to get some shirts done with #1 bandit on them. No, that's perfectly all right, Scott. That was, that's about right. It's all right. It's perfect. Don't worry about it. Right then, counting down from 20. You've got a couple of donations in, Andy. That's brilliant. That's absolutely excellent, that is. So we're going to count this one down. They are amazing, aren't they, Andy? Every bloody one of them. So, I would buy your mirror for £50 if the coins showed in it were included. You're having a laugh, aren't you? You're having a bubble there. You couldn't afford what you can see in that mirror. Just what you can see in that mirror, there is thousands of pounds on that shelf. Just that shelf alone. There's thousands of pounds on that shelf. That's what's sitting in front of Kelly all day. All of that lot. There is so many different ones there, it's unreal. So many different ones. You can't see all the small ones yet at the bottom. Yeah. I'd like to buy it all for 50 quid and all. Right then, so counting it down, 50 quid. So counting it down, John Benson training to be a comedian. So we're counting it down, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 15. The last bid is 110, Mr. G. The retail, what we're selling them for is 25, so it's 250 quid's worth that we're selling them for. Monday they go up to 500 quid, is the value on Monday. So in 2 days, whatever you spend, it will go up to 500 quid on Monday, and then you're getting a block of 10 consecutive numbers. So what I will do, I'll even throw this in, because it is a big one, I will even throw in, I'll negotiate with you, the winner, on what that block of 10 is. You won't necessarily get to pick your numbers, but I can negotiate you on where we can go with that block of 10. So, you know, you can sort of get some, if you can't get your first choice, you're not going to, if you say I want 1 to 10, you ain't going to get it, but, you know, you might not get your first choice, but I'll give you one of your choices. So we'll negotiate on that with the winner. So we're up to 110 at the moment. It'll be worth 500 quid on Monday, and if you negotiate your block of 10, you could say it's worth more than that. I'll guarantee you to get 100 in it somewhere if you want. Don't know which one, because I have to look at the ones that have gone. And I know that the last one I've already promised to somebody else. Somebody said to me, I'll buy into it, Ian, but I want to buy the last number of every one, so I've got to say yes to that. But, you know, somewhere along the line, 100, 200, we can get a 0, 0 in there if you want. So this is one worth having. Like I said, I'll negotiate with the winner on what it is. So 110, counting down, 19, 18, 17, 120 from Scott. Counting down again from 20, 19, 18. So if I was a singer and I could play a guitar, I'm thinking I might go and try and learn the guitar again. I tried a couple of years ago. But I could sing it down, couldn't I? 17, 16, 15. Worth in excess of 500 quid, I reckon. 14, especially with the negotiations. 13, 12, 11, 10. Nine. And that's why I take the pauses, just to give everybody enough time so no one can wait and we get to the last minute and have come in at the last second and lost it. 120 with Scott. 120 is with Scott, and I counted down, got down to about 10ish. So I'll start from 12 because I interrupted myself. 12. Can one of the mods add the link to Andy Walton's charity bike ride, please? I don't think we've got any mods up, Steve. I can make you a mod if you want, so that you can add the link if you got it. But I haven't got any mods on tonight. There you go. Now we can call you a spanner. 12. 11. I have ordered one of your Gruffalo. Well done, Lee. Thanks very much. Everybody, get in on that Gruffalo. Don't miss out on that. It's going to double in price on Monday. Everybody, honestly, there's 37 of you out there. Every single one of you should be going on and buying a couple. Where was we? 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. We'll want to find one in the change laughter. But we have to pay to play. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Going once with Scott Donaldson at 120. Mr. G, 130. You rascal. You absolute rascal. I can imagine you sitting there going, I'm just gonna have this. I'm gonna chew this bit of steak first, and then I'm gonna bid. So 130 with Mr. G. Counting down again. 20. I'm after it. Make Andy a mod, please. Oh, okay. Remove moderator. Oh yeah, why don't I just do that? That makes sense. There you go, Andy. Now listen, everyone, I'm going to finish at 7, all right? We may only get time for a couple of auctions, so I might make them a couple of biggies like this. Make it worth, going for a saying. We're only going to go till 7, then I've got to come off, and I've got lots to do ready for tomorrow and everything. So, Andy, mate, you just bung it up every sort of, I don't know, no one will mind, bung it up every quarter of an hour or something, or while you're on every quarter of an hour or something like that. And Mr. G, 130, counted down from 20. 19, spitting feathers here I am. 18, negotiate, numbers of block. Thank you, beautiful. Oi, sot. That's all right. What was I saying? No, mate, I need to chew. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Well, you ain't got any of these. 9. Can't believe you haven't bought any of these, Mr. G. 8. There'll only ever be 1,000 for sale. And there'll only ever be... No, it's not 1,000 for sale, is it? Or is it? what is it? We're giving away 1,000, so we're having 1,000. So, yeah, if we've gone up to giving away 1,000, then we'll be selling 1,000. But won't be selling 1,000 because we've got to give some of them to the volunteers. So it's less. So what is it? I don't know. I can't remember the figure offhand. But anyway, there's less than 1,000 with a COA. Put it that way. 17, 16, 15, and there'll only ever be that number with a COA. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, other puff. 8, 7, 6, 5, 'All the bandits getting in early. I've skinted the rest of you. Good idea, Steve. 6, 5, I think I got there already, didn't I? 4, 3, 2, 1. Going once. Going twice. And sold. 2. I believe that was Mr. G. Scott says this is like eBay for me. Excellent. Mr. G. And I know exactly who that is. £130. You're very welcome, Mr. G. You've had a result there. Off your pop, sort that out, let me know when you're sorted. I do it by the admin. You remember the admin one? Yeah, mate, do it by the admin one, that's it, brilliant. And remember everybody, we're not doing points or vouchers, it's cash only. Right, so let's make sure I've got that down. Check the block of 10 Ruffalo with COA coin, 10 accepted numbers, negotiate numbers of block, Mr. G, paid. So that will go on Logan's desk. Put a message in, Mr. G, to say roughly with the payment, to say somewhere where you want your block of 10. If you can give me an idea, if it's an easy one, no problem at all. So just put in there roughly where you want it. You can't have the first, you can't have the last. And C, admin, payment, message. So the charity we're going to be doing it for is the CEO Sleep Out, which I didn't have the link until only today. That's why we couldn't say before. But I'll be passing it on to everybody. Keith Cook, is Flopsy Bunny now worth more than Puddle Duck, seeing as there are less circulated? Yes and no is the answer to that. Yes, from a valuation point of view, it is. No, from the point of view that no one will believe that right now because there's too many of them out there, and it's not until another year goes by that the price will go up. Hi Ian, what you are doing with the Gruffalo, does that make the BU Gruffalo pack go up in price? If so, I have 3 in my coin box. It should do, Lee, yes. What do you recommend? Second from start. What do you recommend? Second from start. Somewhere in the region of about sort of like go for around 50 upwards, or go for like seeing as it's you, Mr. G, go for like 40 to 50, something like that. Put that kind of message in, 40 to 50, something if you're happy with that. If that's what you're asking, if you're asking for sort of lower the better, then, you know. Or I can just put on the list, give you the lowest block of 10 that I'm selling, if that makes sense. Yeah, alright, we'll do that. The lowest block of 10 that I'm selling, whatever that is, because I've got to take into account which ones I'm having and then which ones the volunteers are having, and then of course it goes for the sales. So you might be looking at around 100 or whatever, but I'll put lowest block of 10 we are selling. That makes sense, it makes it easy for us then. And that'll be done next week for you when we do all the others. And that was a touch. Now that really was a touch. Yeah, the prices will begin to balance. The duck will probably go down a bit and the other 3 will start to rise. Yeah, that's quite possible too. Right, so did you like that one? And would you like another one like that? And if so, you know, what will get your juices flowing? I'll do one of the other ones that come with the COA as a block of 10 if you like. I'll pick on something else. Something that you might be interested in. So which one of the 17 have we got listed that we're going to rip open and put into circulation would you like to buy a block of 10 on? If you would like to have an auction for a block of 10 of those, number by negotiation again, even if you like, the lowest 10 that we sell. Quite happy to do that. If you'd like that as an auction, say so and say which one out of the 17 that we've got listed. Otherwise, would you like to do a block of 10 of the Gruffalo for coin? There you are. Throw that one at you. Would you like to do a block of 10 of the Gruffalo for coin, or would you like me to do another one, a block of 10 of a different one for cash? There you go. So Gruffalo for coin, different one for cash. What's your choice? And if I see £10 worth of donations in the pot before I go from the super chat, £10 from the super chat, I'll put a silver proof up for coin. Got to go under orders. Good luck to all. Good night. Good night, Keith. So what would you like? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Hello, Angela. No worries, Cook. Keith, nice to see you again when we see you again. So what would everybody like? Or I can just chirp and answer questions if you don't fancy any more auctions. So we can have an auction for a block of 10 Gruffalo for coin. 1 coin, 2 coin, 3 coin, 4 coin. We'll have a bit of fun with that. Or we can have a block of 10 for one of the others. What would you prefer? Jamie Marriott says Captain Cook. Block of 10 for the Captain Cook. Oh, what would that be? That would be the, you'd have to say 18 or 19, wouldn't you? Because both of them weren't circulated. 18, okay. So Jamie's vote is the Cook 18. Does anybody else have a vote? Pardon me. Dragon Lord Coins, are you there? Are you about anywhere? Scott, what about you? What would you fancy? Or Frankenstein even? Frankenstein would be a good choice. I tell you why Frankenstein would be a good choice, because I know through insider information you never know, might be listening, remember? Change checker might be listening. I know through insider knowledge that the next coin that the Great British Coin Hunt will put, the next, or shall I say, the first £2 coin that the Great British Coin Hunt will put out is going to be Frankenstein. Bit of insider knowledge for you there. When we put a £2 coin out, the first £2 coin we're going to put out is going to be the Frankenstein. Okay. So, the Frankenstein, one of you will have to tell me because I can't remember, but I think our Frankenstein one is listed at $29.95. And remember, when we launch it, the price doubles. And they're dearer because they're £2 coins. So they're dearer to buy, dearer to rip open. Sorry, didn't hear you, Ian, I was distracted. Well, you was getting invited into a vote, but you're out of that one now. So, the vote was, what do we put up next for auction? Do you want an auction for coin or cash? And it seems to be cash at the moment. And which block of 10 would you like to put up? We just did a block of 10 Gruffalo of, and I think you missed it, we just did a block of 10 Gruffalo and that went for £130 to Mr. G, which was a bargain. So, we're going with the Frankenstein now, and I was just saying, bit of insider knowledge, shh, don't tell anybody, in case, you know, quiet, in case anybody listens that shouldn't. But the first £2 coin that we put out into circulation will actually be Frankenstein. And I know that because I've got my ear to the ground in the office. So that's a bit of information I've picked up for you. So the very first £2 coin that we put into circulation will be the Frankenstein. So these are the coins that you should be investing in now on our website at the opening price that they are, with the COAs, picking your numbers on these, actually getting the numbers that you want. These are the ones you should be investing in now, because these are the ones that are going to double in price quickest, because we will double them in price once we launch them. And the Gruffalo will be doubled in price as of Monday, so that will go up to 50 quid. Pardon me. Hello, Nanny Sue. So, what we're going to put up now is a block, and let's see a bid. Are you ready, Mr. G? Are you ready, Jamie Marriott? Are you ready, Dragon Lord Coins? Block of 10. Frankenstein. With COA. 10 consecutive numbers. What do you think that will be worth? Seriously. 10 consecutive numbers. Numbers. Lowest 10 for sale, or by arrangement, by negotiation. in case you don't want the lowest 10 that we're selling. Right? Just jumped over from your 10p video, watched the first 5 minutes. I touched on how the Royal Mint still have 2018s in their tills on one of my videos recently. Well done, Andy. You know, Andy's another one, like me, that is no different to you, right? And, you know, we're not any more intelligent or less intelligent than you are. And Andy, like me, with that, scratches his head and goes, how is that possible? 2 plus 2 are not making 4, and 2 and 2 make 4, and they're not. How is that even remotely possible? You know, there's a lot of people scratching their head going, how? What? You can't. Anyway, so, it's cash. This one is cash, Scott. I gave everybody the choice. Do you want a cash or coin? You didn't answer me. What's the matter with you all? You fall asleep? Eh? Am I muffled? Come on, move that over there. Is that better? Can you hear me louder now? That's all right, Andy. So what we're auctioning off here for my bandits is the first £2 coin that we do put into circulation, which will be after the Gruffalo, will be the Frankenstein. That'll be the first £2 coin that we put into circulation. That's hot off the press, that is. Literally decided on today. First £2 coin that will go into circulation will be the Frankenstein. Even though you saw Steve Fraser opening Stephen Hawkins, but that's not going in next. That's just one that we're working on. But we're also working on the Frankenstein, and I need helpers to unpackage the Frankenstein. And you see how hard work it is. It's not easy doing it, so I need someone who wants to do that live on camera for us on our channel. And I need you to text me if you're interested in doing that. And it's a bit of extra publicity and stuff for a coin tuber, if a coin tuber wanted to do it. But Frankenstein needs unpackaging, and I need helpers for that. Right, so what we're auctioning off here, are you ready, Mr. G? Or are you on your afters? Have you finished your steak? Okay then, so we're auctioning off now a block of 10 of the... I'm supposed to be on holiday. I know you are, mate. Can't get away from it, eh? What's your lady going to say to you? I was going to say, what's your old woman? It's not very polite. What is your good lady going to say to you? Right, so block of 10, Frankenstein, with a COA that we will be doing with the COA. We got them up for $29.95. Jamie straight in with a bid of 25 for the Frankenstein. She made me bid. Good girl. Good girl, Mrs. G. Good girl. Give him another kick under the table. This one is worth, at the price it is now, 300 quid, and it will double to 600 quid when we launch them. So the price will double to 60 quid each in less than, 3 months. All the Gruffalos are going to double in price as of Monday. If you haven't bought any, people, I suggest you buy them. Yes, I want them for my collection. Good for you. Good for you, love. So, make sure he pays attention. We're up. Get him bidding then. At the moment, he's losing it in more ways than one. Jamie Marritt's winning the Frankenstein bid for 25 quid. So it's 300 quid now, and in less than 6 months, that'll be worth 600 quid. Or more. 4 months, whatever. So, you're going to mess about with the little bids, Mr. G? Mrs. G? You're going to let him mess about? You're going to kick him straight and tell him, look, just go straight in for it. Knock him out of frame, going for a big bid. 75 from Dragon Lord Coins. See, he's not messing about. Kick him. It's got to be a lovely holiday over there. I bet you've got beautiful weather. Makes me a bit envious, that does. I've never been anywhere like that. travelled all over America, although I did. Went to every state but Hawaii. But never had one of those holidays on the beach.
Pencil sharpener.
I think we have got one, but I couldn't have a clue on where it is. Might be in there with the bitches. Sorry, being distracted. Back now, he says.
Sorry.
Mrs. G, it's over to you. Is it Mr. G or is it Mrs. G? We could end up with a little bidding war going on between Mr. G and Mrs. G. Both wanting them. Anyway, Steve's up to 75 quid. Have we got any more? Shall we count that one down then? If we count it down, get rid of it, we might get another one in. Read the screen, Ian, you muppet. I did read the screen 2 minutes ago. I think you might need to refresh. You might be behind a bit if you're talking about your comments, because I read them all. So there. So you must be a bit behind, I reckon. So, you know, for the purposes of bidding and all that, good suggestion to everybody is maybe have a little refresh. Go back out, come back in. Go back out, come back in. And hit the thumbs up while you're doing it. And then we'll start counting that one down, and then we might get something else in. Right, but you've got to be quick. Remember, I said if I get £10, but I didn't put what numbers I wanted, so if you could talk, please, thanks. Yeah, I've got that because we said I put it down as the lowest available. That's what you wanted, wasn't it? So we've gone for the lowest available. Live your end. Oh, I see. Haha, hello, Ron. Cool. So we're off. We're counting down then. Everybody's up to speed. We're all on the same time frame, counting down, and it's Steve Fraser in the win with 75 quid in the lead at the moment. And I hadn't asked Mr. G to do that quick enough because he'd gone off to do it when I said. But on these ones, what will really help is put a message in the message bit, just to with your payment. It will all help when it comes through, because remember, they're gone now. He ain't going to be back until Monday. Right, so counting down from 20, Steve's winning with 75 quid. 19, 18, and this is for a block of 10 Frankenstein. 17 for cash, no points, no vouchers, cash. 16, 15. I think someone will come in. 14. 13. 12. 11. Hello, Ninja. Just off the feed for a second, Ninja, while we're bidding. I just paused there a second. Down to 12. 75 quid. Mrs. G, he needs to be going up to, like, 2.5 straight in. 11. 10. 9. 8. Picking up my pen. 7. 1 minute, might be able to do it on my phone. That would make it better.
If you're dreaming of a beautiful home by the coast or your own place in the country,
Turn that down. Right. Are we on the same time frame? Because then I can count down like this. So I'll count down from 10. Oh yeah. Like that. Oh yeah. See, I see my own comments. Excellent. 10. 9. Oh, this is cool. It's better than counting down verbally. Everybody gets to see it then. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Oh, I'm a few seconds behind what I'm seeing on there. 1. Going once. Did you say how soon we will get these coins? Well, as soon as we can, but within the next couple of months anyway. We're not waiting until they all go, you know, all of them go out or anything like that. They'll be going out within a couple of months. Going once. Going twice. And sold to Steve Fraser for 75. What a touch. No one will ever get that again. No one will ever get that again. Mrs. G, what were you on? Hey, Mrs. G, what are you on? See, now some people might go, he doesn't know how auctions work. I think that was the perfect way to play it. That's what I've been telling you all along. If he'd have gone in at 30, someone would have bid 35. If he'd have gone in at 40, someone would have bid 45. He'd have gone 50, someone would have gone 55. And he'd have gone up and up, and it would have cost him more in the end. He'd have paid over 100. Steve knows the bargain that he's getting. He absolutely knows the bargain that he's getting. So, well, why didn't you tell me a coin you do want? I did ask. I said, tell me a coin. And actually, Mr. G said Frankenstein. Now, how do I know whether I'm talking to Mr. G or Mrs. G? See? You're trying to confuse me now, aren't you? So Steve knows exactly the bargain he's getting, and he'd have gone for more money on that. But he knocked you out. Just like the other night, we did that bag of £2 coins. Mr. G came straight in with 40 quid, knocked you all out. Boom, gone. Now, he'd have probably paid a little bit more, but boom, gone. Knocked you all out. So he paid more. He might have got it cheaper, but then again, he might have paid more. That's him. I will need to open my own account. Yes, you see, you're going to need to. Otherwise, you're going to get me in trouble. I'm going to be doing what one of you wants, not knowing that the other one don't want it. Do you know what I mean? Which one of those do you want, Mrs. G? Would it be Stephen Hawkins? Which one do you want? You can pick one. I wasn't going to do another one, but I'll let you pick one. Any one of those 17. Which one do you want to do? Sold. £75. Well done, Steve. You might even think I'd lose money at that, but I won't lose money at that. Not with the marketing I'm going to get out of that. not when the Frankenstein goes through the roof like the Peter Rabbit and the Gruffalo, and then in 3 months' time, Steve's sitting there crowing, bringing out a block of 10 that he's got and telling everybody he got them for 75 quid. Could you imagine the marketing I'll get from that for Steve making his own video? What we playing for now, says Chris Spree. Well, Chris, you have missed some stuff, mate. On my life, you've missed some stuff. I got my bid. So you don't want anything then? I won the Gruffalo. Okay. So nobody, yes please Steve, through admin, just put a message in to say what it's for. And I trust Frankenstein will be the first £2 coin released. It will, Steve. Frankenstein will be the first £2 coin that we release. Oh mate, Chris, you don't want me to tell you. You'll be sick. I ain't going to tell you. You're going to be sick. Some people, some bandits just got some serious deals. They just got some stuff that it would make you want to just... You'd need a lie down and a whiskey at the prices they've got it for. And one of the bandits sitting there in sunny Cape Town having a nice fillet steak and just puts in a little cheeky bid. There you go. Got my Peter's first 50p, now Frankie the first £2, happy with that. You shouldn't have left, Chris. Absolutely, mate. Did you miss out? So what we did was, we did a block of 10 Gruffalo with COA for cash, and that sold for, bearing in mind they're going to double in price, all of the Gruffalo will double in price on Monday, because remember our launch day is on Saturday, coinciding with the Coinathon tomorrow. So, and I always said that I'll put the price up, so the price doubles on Monday to 50 quid, 49.95. So we put a block of 10 of them up, and that went for 130 quid. Unbelievable result. And we put a block of 10 Frankensteins up, because that's going to be the first £2 coin that we release, and that went for 75 quid. Steve just had it off there. He's dancing. He is round his living room at the minute. Yeah, mate. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you've missed some stuff tonight. And I've been asking, I've got to go at 7, I've been asking for a bit of feedback on what anybody might like. I was prepared to put another block of 10 up, but it don't seem like anybody wants one. And on top of that, it's a block of 10 consecutive numbers, and on top of that, you get to negotiate what those numbers are. Block of 10. Have the volunteers been chosen now for the Gruffalo? No, not all of them. We've still got to do that. We're hoping to do that next week, and hopefully by the end of the week start posting stuff out for the Gruffalos. That's what I'm hoping for next week. So, Dragon Lord Coin says, if you make it the queues, I'll bid. Does anybody else agree with that? Hello, Mighty Group. Mate, did you miss some deals tonight and all? You're going to kick yourself for not coming in. And this is going to be the last auction, I reckon, because I am going to get off. You've missed some mental deals. I don't deal with all the posts, so I'm assuming we have, Mighty Group. But I said to Logan today, did you check off all the packages okay? Were there any discrepancies? And he said, no discrepancies with the ones that he ticked off. All the packages that came in today, he opened them, he was able to easily see which was which with my list and people's lists of stuff that came in today. So if any of you have got tracking numbers and it says that we signed for it and it was delivered today or yesterday, I can assure you it's all been dealt with, because he said he's not told me that there's any issues. So yes. So this one then, all right, go on then. How much are we doing the queues for, Steve? Being as you're the one who just asked for it, go and have a quick look, or you might already know. How much are we selling them for? Volunteer for the Gruffalo, put down live in Birmingham, mate, if that helps. Yes, Lee, just text me. I'll be pleased to use you, so give me a text. My business card was enclosed, but it's still on my desk. Yeah, you will. Text me stuff. But I've got about 20 texts I've got to answer. Scott says it's $29.95. No, Steve, we're talking about the ones that we do with the COA. Wasn't that what you was talking about? The ones we do with the COA. So they're up at $29.95 because they're dearer to buy. How foggy is, but here is a bid. Okay, so remember we're going to sell 2,000 of these, give 2,000 away. So the Kew Gardens 2019 with a COA, we're doing that for 30 quid, $29.95. When we launch that, the price will double to 60. So this is for a block of 10 of those. 10. That's what Steve asked for. So I'll give you one more block of those. Block of 10, Kew Gardens. This kind of thing won't happen very often. I just couldn't be asked to go through the box and pick out loads of bitches and pieces and one thing and another. And I wasn't intending to be on here too long. So it's just these nice and easy. Give you bandits something to talk about. Create a bit more marketing. Create a bit more silliness so you can go and talk about it on social media. And then people will kick themselves because they weren't here, like Chris and Mighty Group are now going to kick themselves they didn't come in half hour earlier. Block of 10 Kew Gardens. What else was I writing? So, do we have a bid? Steve, I reckon you ought to start the bid, being as it was your idea. Cal Frost is in at 105, so why don't we go up in fives? Cal Frost is in at 105s. No, we're bidding in cash, Mighty Group, for this one. Bidding in cash. No vouchers, no points. So we have a bid of 105 from Cal Frosty. There you go, he's not messing about with COA. 10 consecutive numbers. Lowest 10 for sale, or block of 10 by negotiation. Oh, he did, 100 Cal topped it, cash. So yeah, that's where we are. So we've got Dragon Lord coins in at 100 quid. And this is for a block of 10. 10 with all consecutive numbers and negotiation on what those 10 are. I say negotiation because I can't guarantee to just say you can have any 10 you like. One day I'll put number 1 up for sale. It might contribute towards buying me an house. Right then. Shame it's not the 2009. Well, of course. Of course. So we'll start counting that down then. And it looks like Steve's going to get himself, oh no, Cal's going to get himself an absolute bargain. $19. $18. Chris Spree's in at 145. 145 with Chris Spree. Pardon me. So we go 20. Chris Breeze winning a bib with 145. 19. Open to frighten you all off, see that? Straight in there. Be surprised how many times that works. And you end up overall having it off more, because you don't get caught up in the bidding. $16, $15, $14, $13, $12, $11. Getting close, look, now biting finish. $10. Come on, Mrs. G, what are you doing? Little pause on 10. Then we go to 9. 8. 7. Come on, Steve, where are you? Leaving it to the last second. You ain't out there making a coffee, are you? Going to come back and say, oh, sorry, I missed it. 6. 5. It's nerve-wracking, it is. I need a whiskey. I need a little whiskey. 4. 90 Sue, cheeky 150 at the last second there. Look at that. 3 seconds to go. Well, not 3 seconds, but a count of 3 to go. And she's in with 150. Cool. I was getting all now bitey then, I was. 150 from Nanny Sue, bids in 5s. Or are you all going to put your bids in at the last minute just to keep me on longer? Knowing full well I'm on a promise for a cuddle if I'm in there on time. Cuddle up watching the telly. 17. What else to Daisy? Chris Breeze in there with 160. I think, you know, this is the one to get a date run, a number running, isn't it? Of any of them, this one is the one. Hello, Emprian. Do forgive us for the moment, but we're on a little auction here, on a little countdown, so no one will really interact with you for the moment until we're finished. And then, of course, you're free to interact as much as you want. You wasn't to know. Down to 15. And Chris Breeze leading at the minute with 160. I bet you are so pleased Chris wasn't here earlier on. 12. Down to 12. Chris Breeze, 160. 11. Take a little pause at 10. Anybody else who want to come in at 10? I am so tempted. Ah, Scott, be tempted. Be tempted. You just have to have the imagination. It all depends on whether or not, because we all think differently. So it's no reflection on anybody, no matter which way their mind thinks. But it all depends on whether you can tap into the imagination of where this is going and what's going to happen, as to how valuable you think these will become. What is the item for exactly, please? Evening, Judith. So the item this time is, I don't suppose anybody's got a link to it. It's the, so you know the ones that we do, Mighty Group, with the COA. We just did it with the Peter Rabbit, where we released a load into circulation and we sold a load for 50 quid each, right? And then we're doing it again with a Gruffalo. We're releasing a load for free into circulation and we're selling them at 25 quid. Come Monday morning, the price on those goes to 50. So we also did it with a Frankenstein, and now we're doing it with the Kew Gardens one that was chosen by Steve Fraser. So the Kew Gardens one is we're doing now. So what you're bidding on is a block of 10. So at the price we've got them for at the moment, that's 30 quid each. So a block of 10 is 300 quid. And you have a block of 10 of by negotiation of what numbers you want. You know, well, not what numbers you want, but a block of 10 consecutive. And you get 10 consecutive numbers guaranteed. And what's negotiation is where those 10 are on the scale. You know, we could like put it down as the 10 lowest numbers available for sale, or you might want another 10 numbers. No, exactly. Crispy, I've got numbers 300, 400, 500 and 600 already on order. If possible, would prefer all 0 numbers. And is it payment through admin? Yes, it's payment through admin. It's payment through admin. And of course, you know, if you're already communicating with me by text, then you can talk to me by text. And I'm making a note for each one of these that I've done to keep them all separate. So anything anybody talks to me about, I'll just come and get the bit of paper and write a note on it to the effect of whatever we agree. So yes, that can be organised to a degree. What's happening with Countdown? So I think I was halfway through it, wasn't I? Our last bid was 160. From Chris Spree, and yes, payment is through admin. No vouchers, no points. Payment is through admin. So right, so we'll start again then. We'll start from 12. I'll add 2. We was down to 10, but I'll start from 12. So we'll start in at 12. We're up to 160 at the moment with Chris Spree. And remember, you get a block of 10, and there is negotiation. As Chris pointed out there, he wants certain areas of numbers. You might want certain areas of numbers, but we'll do that. So 11. 10. Then I'll go and get a little drink. 9. I'm already late now. Just on a final countdown, my love, for the last auction. I'll be in a minute. I wouldn't be disappointed if there happened to be a little drinky poos in there when I come in. You're doing a gift? She's doing a gift for something. Nanny Sue's in with £165. Good bargain spotting, Nanny Sue. Thank you very much. Can I just digress for 1 second and say, if anybody out there at all doubts what we're doing with these coins would work. The proof is there in front of your eyes, right here, right now. And if you're watching this on playback, the proof is in front of your eyes in the comments. If the idea is rubbish, if it's crap, if it doesn't work, if it falls on its arse, if it and all those things, right? No one would be bidding on it. No one. What makes something like this work, what makes anything collectible, is when the people that are interested in the product buy into it. You make it collectible, and therefore the price will go up. It has nowhere to go. Can't go down, so it has nowhere to go but up. Only because people like you buy into it. That's what makes all this work. I couldn't do this without you. How do I find the admin bit for paying? There's a link there. Look at that. Warren, look at that. Lightning he is. Faster than Superman he is, Warren. And twice as handsome. Nanny Sue's winning at 165, so we're counting down from 20. There's the link there for you, Steve. 19. 18. Please put a message in. 17. I'm so glad you got that. I mean, on the one hand, of course I'd like it to have gone for more money, but on the other hand, you know, think about it. It's one of my own coin jockeys that already believes in the product, and he's just got something for a bargain price. I think twice today or 3 times today. Yeah, of course I can. Of course I can. Somebody just asking me a question and I'm going, yeah, of course I can. All the help and all the advice I can possibly give. So, counting down 15. So it's great. It's great. I went to Steve. I don't think, oh, I sold it too cheap, blah, blah, blah. I think it's great, you know. If regular followers, regular bandits, coin jockeys as well get an absolute result, they give their time up. So when they get a result every now and again, it makes it all worthwhile, you know. 14. And you'll be able to resell these as well and that kind of stuff. 13. These ones won't be delivered very quickly though, obviously, because I've got to get to them yet. But you'll be one of the first to get them. 12. 11. 10. Little pause at 10. We was at 165. 165. Counting down to 9. 8. Pardon me. 7. 6. Nanny Sue at the minute, £165. 7. Oh. Oops. 5. 4. 3. And 2. 1. Going once. Going. I always forget which way around you're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do it after the 1, after the 2, after the whatever. Sold. 2. Nanny Sue. Gardens, sold to Nanny Sue 165. Well done, Nanny Sue. Well done, Nanny Sue. There's a link for you. Just put a little message in as well, and those will be reserved for you. And thank you very much, Dragon Lord, for your donation to Andy's cause, which is great. Everybody has congratulated Nanny Sue there on a marvellous win. Fantastic. Another bit of good marketing. There we go. So that's me done. I'll let you sort that out, Nanny Sue, through the payment. Stick a little message in for me. Thank you very much. So tomorrow starts the coin-a-thon. Am I ready for it? No. Have I organised it all? No. Is everything going to run like clockwork? Probably not. But I'll have a good go. I've got to go to Bournemouth. Got to see my dad. That all sort of came up a bit awkwardly because he went and booked it. So anyway, we will get off without a hitch. Let's talk, everybody, tomorrow, tonight if we have to, but tomorrow. Thank you very much, Nanny Sue. Bless you. And we'll see how the coin-a-thon goes. I'm going to try and give some people some auctions. I might just pick on the COAs only because they will be easy ones for the CJs to be able to auction, to be honest. They're not going to be too difficult for them. Lots and lots of stuff like we've been doing might be a bit difficult for the CJs to actually auction. So I might just let them choose and do some COAs. Good ones to do would be the Gruffalo, because the price is doubling on those on Monday. So yeah, so we'll talk, all the CJs and myself. Call me over tonight or tomorrow morning, and then we'll start talking and get ready. I'll be kicking it off at 12, and then I'm on from 12 till 2. Scott's on from 2 till 4. Steve Fraser, Dragon All Coins, is on from 4 till 7. Bungle Collects is on from 7 till 9. And then I lose the plot. And then I need to refer to what people have sent me. So there we go. So see you all tomorrow. Thanks very much, and save a few bobs to put some money onto the super chat and things like that for the charity that we're going to be raising money for tomorrow. Thank you very much indeed, everybody. See you later.